It looks like any excitement that was surrounding Jon Stewart's new show on Apple Plus is already gone because this show is a complete and total flop. They have lost nearly 80% of their audience. But I guess that's not a surprise because Jon Stewart has gone off the deep end in terms of wokeness over the past few years. For a guy who made his career, although he definitely was a leftist and definitely was putting out more leftist talking points, he did take shots at both sides when it was appropriate, and it seems like he was trying to make everybody laugh. That's not so much the case anymore. And not only is it playing out in the content, but it's playing out in the ratings. Just as a reminder, this is the same TV show that just a few weeks ago decided to just blame all white people for racism everywhere throughout the history of America. White comedian Jon Stewart says white guest Andrew Sullivan is a white racist for denying America is white supremacist. And that is actually a long title, but a pretty accurate one. And Myth-Informed put out this entire tweet, which I can't play for you. I can't play this video because Apple TV is trying to copyright block each and every instance of this getting out there. Probably because they need the money. Probably because Jon Stewart's show is failing. They don't want more press. They want more money because it's not bringing any in. But Jon Stewart has gone full woke and is catering to the anti-racist activists that are perpetuating the same racist ideology they claim to fight against. He applauds a white fragility rant and suggests Andrew Sullivan is a racist for not agreeing with the woke narrative. Basically, that all white people must be blamed for any and all bad things that happen throughout the history of the country and the history of the world. This Jon Stewart, the same Jon Stewart who a few months before that went kind of viral for basically saying J.K. Rowling used anti-Semitic tropes in Harry Potter, went all in on her, of course backed off and tried to be like, well, that's not really what I meant, oh, I didn't mean that, oh, the woke mob, blah, 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 all this stuff. No, Jon Stewart is absolutely a far left activist at this point, and this is what happens when you cater to a very, very specific group of people. They're not going to tune in. 40,000 viewers per episode. If you want to know how bad that is, just take a look at this channel with very little overhead in a spare room of my house. So it's not a whole lot of costs associated with it. Look at the interaction I'm getting on my channel versus Jon Stewart with millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars behind him on a streaming service that has 20 million subscribers. The problem with Jon Stewart's new Apple TV show, is a humiliating flop with only 40,000 viewers. If you want to know why Jon Stewart looked so desperate and mercenary a few weeks back as he ambushed Andrew Sullivan as a racist, read on. His Apple TV Plus show, The Problem with Jon Stewart, which debuted in September, has failed to gain traction in its first season and lags far behind its competitors on broadcast and cable TV. Last fall, about 180,000 U.S. homes saw the show's first episode within the first 7 days. By the fifth episode in early March, about 40,000 U.S. homes, down nearly 80% from that season premiere. So people have tuned into Jon Stewart's little comeback and they have absolutely decided they are not interested. And this isn't just coming from a partisan report. This is coming from Bloomberg. This is coming from a Bloomberg report right here. Bloomberg, Jon Stewart struggles add to list of streaming talk show flops. That exact quote comes out of here. By comparison, an episode in March of HBO's Last Week Tonight with John Oliver was seen in nearly 1 million homes. These are both streaming services. These are both talk shows. This is what their competition is. And you're talking about 40,000 versus nearly 1 million. Jon Stewart has a pathetic show with pathetic ratings because he's gone full in as an activist. But it looks like he's a little bit sensitive about that. Former comedian Jon Stewart melts down over the Breitbart story. So it looks like Jon Stewart saw this and decided he needed to speak out on it, decided he was sensitive enough that he needed to talk about this. Holy shit, just think how bad it'll get in season 2, and they upped our episode order. What the fuck? Of course, this is Jon Stewart now fully coping. He's not disputing these ratings numbers. He's not disputing the 40,000 number. All he's trying to do is cope with this and be like, oh, well, we got renewed for a second season. That's a tactic a lot of these guys use. And oftentimes these contracts will include a second season to begin with. We saw Halo before the premiere even started. They announced that there's a second season already coming. These things happen. It's almost PR in a way. If you convince people that, oh, well, it's already been approved for a second season, that's how confident we are in this thing, you might have more people tuning in. But it's clear this was a little bit sensitive for Jon Stewart to feel the need to share the article out there. Also, Get Woke, Go Broke is a great reminder to all creative content types. Always let the market dictate what you say and how you feel. And right now, Trolly Edgelord is hot. Also, Breitbart's Nolte seems to be one of the most genuinely unpleasant, creepy weirdos on the net, which given the competition is quite impressive, so kudos. So check out the show The Problem. We're very proud of it. That's all for right now as I'm late for an 11 a.m. ball tanning. Look forward to all the Leibowitz references in the comments. Hashtag very fine people. So he's essentially saying that you're a racist if you don't agree with him. He's saying that anyone that follows us or agrees with that is a racist and hates Jewish people. That's what he's saying right now. This is Jon Stewart's new MO. Just an old, bitter man who has no one watching him, who blames everything on racism. What a surprise that no one wants to tune in to you. It's funny, because this is what happens when you decide to go full on identity politics, full on woke, and your audience drops by 80% and you're a drop in the bucket compared to the rest of the dog shit competition that's out there, woke talk shows. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.